And Kenton Buckner is no longer Syracuse's chief of police. Buckner was being considered for the position of police chief in Olympia, Washington. He has since withdrawn.
In a statement, Buckner said, quote, "I am deeply grateful to Mayor Walsh, Deputy Mayor Owens, and the city of Syracuse for giving me the opportunity to serve here. I came in with a high regard for the strength of the Syracuse Police Department and leave with an even greater optimism for its future." Mayor Ben Walsh announced in a press conference earlier today that First Deputy Chief Joseph Cecile will take over as police chief. Cecile has been a member of the Syracuse PD for 37 years.
CitrusTV reporter Dillon Brendle was at that press conference and joins us now in studio with more. Dillon, what can you tell us?
That's right, guys. Earlier this afternoon, when former Chief Kenton Buckner resigned for personal reasons, Mayor Walsh was quick to act to appoint a new chief. Today in the press conference, Walsh said that's because the searching process for a new chief began weeks ago when Buckner told them he would be exploring options in Olympia. Walsh spoke today about the nature of the departure.
Chief Buckner leaves on the best of terms. He did exactly what I asked him to do 3 years ago when I swore him in this very room.
That the resignation has nothing to do with the viral video of SPD officers putting a crying 8-year-old in the back of a police car, as many had speculated. The plan to move forward with Cecile was being put in place before that video. Walsh said he has already said everything he will say about the video. Now to what may change under Chief Cecile. In regards to Syracuse University, Cecile said the relationship with DPS will not skip a beat and that he has already met with new DPS Chief Craig Stone. Cecile said talks are now ongoing about a way DPS and SPD's relationship around campus could change.
These two, but we strategized about letting them start taking calls in that off-campus neighborhood when it involves their students, because in most cases, they're not stretched like we are and can get there quicker. So if it's a burglary that's already occurred, not in progress, we're looking at the possibility of having DPS go there so they can take the report and investigate it so that the student isn't waiting.
That idea would still have to move through state legislature restrictions. Chief Cecile told us it could apply to non-active cases of larceny, burglaries, or traffic accidents. In the city, Cecile is focused on two issues: mental health and gun violence. He spoke about how he wants to continue to work on the training offered to SPD officers for coping with their mental toll their job can take. He said a lot is asked of officers and that he will continue to work on programs that support their mental health. The mental health of the citizens of Syracuse is also on Cecile's mind. He wants to continue working on the ways the police department can improve their response to calls about mental health. The other issues Cecile focused on and said the one he said was his top priority was gun violence. He called on the citizens of Syracuse to act like cameras. He urged people who may know where the guns are and who has the guns to speak out to the department and help end gun violence. This comes just under a week after a shooting in Armory Square. That's all I have from the press conference. Guys, back to you.